I told God, if God you find it good, please take me.
I was just telling God to kill him because I didn't want even to see him.
Well, I'm Samu Kungede. I live at a place called Kiambai in Kiambu County. In the year 2006, I was caught and taken to prison, Thika Remand.
So I was so bitter because what he did to my child and his child. So I was so bitter and asking why. Okay, my name is Elizabeth Njeri Kamau. And Kangeda is my husband.
Then I was convicted and sent to Kamiti Maximum Prison. On my arrival there, I thought everything had come to an end. And in fact, I had a plan even to take my own life for suicide. Now, being in prison and being sick, a disease that doctors had tried, in fact, I was cared for very much. I was taken to Thika level 5 often, but they could not see what was the problem. Now, being sick, prison congestion, the food we were eating there made me feel as if it was not worthy for me being alive. Plus, I remembering what had taken me there. All those things when came into my mind, I found myself not worthy of living.
I have a lot of bitterness. And I was asking God to kill him. I didn't want him to live again. I was just telling God to kill him because I didn't want even to see him.
It was a case of defilement, which was very true. Now, when I was trying to think of it, as a man who had now come back to his senses, I found it first and foremost. That was what was making me think of not continuing to live. By now, I think I was not in the right mind by that time, because I could even see darkness during daytime. Well, I could remember what had happened, now where I am, and I am now here for a period of 15 years. I couldn't imagine first what I did as a man who was respected in the society, a man whose family was dependent on him, especially at that time. And the way we lived with my wife, she was very, very, very faithful to me. And now here I am, what I have done, and now the situation, things that I'm going through, I was totally confused. Even during the daytime, I could see darkness. And I remember even one day sleeping under the shade, I told God, if God you find it good, please take me.
And Kangede was so depressed. It's like somebody who was losing hope in life.
But before I took the step that I was planning to take, I went to chaplain, who was there by then, and shared with him what I was going through. Because one, I was suffering of TB, and I was very thin. I had only left with the bones and skin.
When people come here, most of them are still in denial stage. They don't want to talk about their issues. They pretend like nothing happened, but after some times, most of them change up. So when I saw Kang'ethe, I saw somebody who can have a positive impact in his life and the life to come.
In Kamete, I joined school, secondary school. I schooled for 4 years. Then, due to my good conduct, teachers were in charge of the school by then. I had decided to join tailoring, but teachers said no, we will not let you go because of other programs which are coming. We'd like you to be near. So if anything good comes, you'll be the first one to take it. And they told me now, you'll be with us here and you'll be teaching. In fact, I taught for 1 year and my class was very good. Now then, I was transferred to Murang'a because the sentence had lowered. I was taken to Murang'a. Murang'a, it didn't take long. Then to Maranjao, there I stayed for a few months. Finally, I was brought to Kitengela prison. That is where I joined shoemaking. Before, I had no idea of shoemaking. Now, there I joined shoemaking. I stayed there for 3.5 years. I did grade 3, grade 2. Even I had all the knowledge of grade 1, but I had not acquired the certificate. Yes, I can start a shoe from scratch to a good shoe that somebody can wear and be proud of it. But for now, I am lacking some things like a sewing machine, a good place where I can have a good bench, because now that requires a place where you have a bench, you have the machine, and all that. But I can do it. I'm just doing what I'm doing because I have no those things that are required to. The Second State has empowered me because even the house that we are in for now, it is that job which helps me to pay the rent. And also the little that remains, we join with my wife. You see the children are getting something good to eat. Oh, let me say on average, I normally get at around 400 shillings. Well, it helps me a lot because even if the money is little, I have a very supporting wife who always encourages me that tomorrow it shall be better.
I became a different person because what I had done, I've never had again. Kata kama sio hapa, even outside, I have never had something like that. So I briefly became changed, and the way he loved the church, yeah, I just see there is a change because he just want to be in the church, he don't want to be late when going to the church. So I see a lot of change. I can say when he was in prison, that changed him very much. Because when he was in prison, I was just telling God to kill him, or otherwise when he comes out, to come and be active in doing the work of God. Yes, they rejected him very much, and not even my family, even his family, his own brothers, they rejected him. And even when he came out, when they wanted to come at my home with his brothers and his uncles, there are even my sisters who said they don't want to be together with him. Even up to now, they cannot come here. So they just said no, no, no. They don't want his relationship. But me, I tell him, I tell them, he have changed.